My first exposure to the Nash Ability Center was about 7 years ago, actually. I got hurt 8 years ago riding a mountain bike, and the Nash Ability Center at that time offered a hand cycling camp. And I had signed up for that hand cycling camp. I was just fresh out of the hospital, kind of a hard time when you're first disabled. And at the end of that hand cycling camp, it was kind of interesting because they gave me the Superman Award because I was the only quadriplegic really there that was in the hand cycling group.
I have an older brother who's autistic, and he's a year and a half older than me. And growing up, we never had fun together. Autistic kids just are in their own world, and so we never really recreated as a family. He did come out one time when I was in college, and I took him cross-country skiing up Mill Creek Canyon. It's really the only time I remember ever getting him outside and doing something fun with him, and it was a hoot. We both had a great time.
My brother became a paraplegic as an adult. He was 32 years old when he became a paraplegic. We grew up water skiing, snow skiing, riding horses. I mean, he was the most active person in our family. He's not alive anymore. He committed suicide. When he did, there was nothing like this where we lived or where he was. There was nothing that we could find even remotely similar to having the kinds of services for somebody who had always been sporty his entire life.
You just can't help but get wrapped up in this. You see the effect that this center has on people, on our participants.
When you're first hurt, I didn't realize that I'd be able to ride a hand cycle, so I was very inspired by that. And so that's kind of what keeps me going now, because you see members come in, or you see participants come in and they do things that they probably never thought that they were going to be able to do.
Every time I see the participants here, and I see how much fun they're having, and not only themselves but with their family.
When you see families come up here and see them have that joy of doing something together, if you ski up on the ski hill, to see families skiing together when they have somebody who doesn't have all their abilities, it hurts my heart every time I see it, but it makes it happy too.
Our spectrum is so wide. I mean, we don't just teach horseback riding lessons to one segment of the disabled community. We do that for kids, we do it for elderly people, we do it for wounded warriors. And not only do we do it just in horseback riding, we do it through so many different sports and through so many different activities that, I mean, just what this center does alone has a huge impact. I mean, thousands and thousands of experiences every year that wouldn't exist, and this turns around these people's lives.
A lot of people who could stand to gain a lot from this don't have the money or the resources to be able to do it. Maybe they spent a lot of money on medical bills, or just their daily care is very expensive. And to think that they could come out here and have a ski vacation or get out and ride horses, which is typically not a cheap activity, to be able to do that is pretty special, and I think a lot of people don't realize they could do it because of the generosity of our donors.
No matter how you do it, if it's through volunteering, if it's through donating, if it's through being on the board, no matter what, you're helping to empower somebody to do something that they really, in moments in time, believe they cannot. When you know that you have the ability to give somebody empowerment in their own life, it's really a great feeling.